Well, this time of year, it seems homeowners have so many questions. One of them being all about heat pumps. So here to help is Renee with LCS Heating and Cooling. I love this backyard vibe. It's like an oasis.
This is great. Yeah, it's so nice to sit out here and just chat about heat pumps.
It is, just casually chat about heat pumps, no big deal.
Yeah.
But they are a big part of home ownership. And I guess the first question that might seem silly to some, but what is a heat pump? What does it do? Why do we need it?
Okay, the easiest thing to remember is that it heats and cools your home. Okay, so if you have a heat pump, you don't have an air conditioner because it takes its place. So an air conditioner cools your home, a heat pump cools your home, but it also heats your home.
Okay, so what do we need to know about heat pumps if we are a homeowner and maintenance and all that good stuff?
Okay, so the hot topic right now is electrification, right? So everything being electric. And so we've been getting a lot of calls about, should I switch my home from gas to electric, okay? Now, some homes are already all electric. And so if you have an all electric home, you probably already have a heat pump. If you don't, you want a heat pump because of utility bills, okay?
Oh, okay.
So heat pumps are very efficient. They're wonderful. We have a heat pump on our home actually.
Yeah.
And so there's new technology, there's older technology, and so when you think about a heat pump and you think about amps, a heat pump runs anywhere between about 2 and 12 amps, okay? And so it doesn't use much electricity at all, okay? Now, where you have to consider whether a heat pump is right for your home is in the winter.
Okay. So it's a seasonal thing, perhaps.
It really is. And so in the winter, once it gets about 35 degrees outside or so, the heat pump can't heat your home effectively on its own.
Okay.
So then it uses like another source of heat to assist or to replace it, okay? With an electric furnace, which will have to run on its own if it gets really cold outside. So think about those times that we have that it might be 10 degrees outside, 15 degrees, 0 degrees outside. That uses about 60 to 65 amps, okay? So 2 to 12 compared to 60 to 65. So in those time periods, now throughout the winter, it's 40 degrees outside, your utility bills are gonna be great, okay? Because that heat pump is very efficient. When it gets really cold outside and that backup electric comes on, you could see your utility bill go up 3-4 times what it usually is.
Wow, that's a huge increase.
It's huge. So it's not unusual to get an $800 electric bill, a $1,200 electric bill. So then people will call us and they'll say, hey, something's wrong, my heat pump's not working. Well, your heat pump is working, it just can't effectively heat your home. It becomes less efficient the colder it gets outside.
So is this one of those things that maybe just give you guys a call, have a consultation, like come into my house and tell me what do I need to do? Because I wouldn't know where to begin.
Yes, if you have an all-electric home already, you probably already have a heat pump. And if you don't, you want one, because that means that in the winter, if you don't have a heat pump, your electric furnace is running at those really high amperages and you're always going to have high utility bills. Okay, if you have a heat pump paired with an electric furnace, you're only gonna have those high electric bills when it's super cold outside, okay? If you have a gas furnace, which we have a gas furnace, we've paired it with a heat pump. So when it's kind of a mild winter-ish time outside, then the heat pump runs. But when it gets super cold outside, our gas furnace comes on, and gas is much warmer and it's much more efficient than a true all-electric furnace.
See, here's the thing, Renee, I am a person who is all about DIY. Not with this. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know a lot about it. Like that's when you really need to call the experts in, because home maintenance stuff, A, you don't want to do it wrong. But B, you don't want to do something and then you do see that bill go up and you're like, what just happened?
What happened? So some people, so a heat pump has a higher upfront cost than an air conditioner. So sometimes in an all-electric home, people will be like, oh, I want to save a little bit of money on my install, so I'll install an air conditioner. You're gonna blow past your utility bills
in the long run.
what you saved, yes. And so that's why you never ever want an air conditioner with an all-electric home.
Interesting.
Yes, now there's a lot of things to consider with comfort too, like gas heat is just a warmer, kind of cozier heat than electric heat is. So some people, they don't like a heat pump heat because they don't feel like it warms the home. It's the same temperature. It's hard to explain until you experience it. It truly feels different.
It feels different.
Yeah.
Anything else that you'd like to add?
The only thing I'll add is there are tax credits, rebates, utility rebates. There's a lot of different incentives out there for heat pumps.
Oh, that's good.
And so definitely look at that option because, you know, heat pumps are very efficient. Like I said, we love ours. But we have it paired with a gas furnace. But there's, you know, you can check to see the tax credits, utility rebates. It can help to offset that upfront cost, the difference between a heat pump and an air conditioner. And so that's something that we can help people navigate as well.
Yeah, could make a big difference for sure.
Yeah.
This has just been the best girl chat we've
I
ever had.
I know. I mean, heat pumps are so exciting.
I mean, it's just thrilling. It really is. No, Renee, thank you so much. Important information as always. You can learn more by going to lifestylelive.tv. Thank you so much. This was fun.
Wonderful seeing you.
You too.